Chad Livengood, the Capitol Bureau Chief for the Detroit News and the uncoverer of the scandal of the summer. And by the way, we talked to Richard McClellan, and I said to him, publicly, privately, is this the biggest scandal that you've ever known? Because he's been around for donkey's years, right? And he says he can't imagine anyone that was ever worse.
Well, it is certainly unusual. There's a lot of twists and turns. I mean, you don't get too many scandals that involve, essentially secretly recorded audio tape, affairs between two married legislators, and allegations of a blackmail scheme and a fictitious, over-the-top email claiming that one of the legislators was having sex with a male prostitute behind a Lansing nightclub. That's a lot of components here that obviously is attracting a lot of national media attention, as you might imagine.
And it's not over yet. From what I understand, Representative Courser is going to make some sort of statement today. Is he, or what's he going to do? Another Facebook posting, or is he going to show up somewhere, or what happens?
He's become an unpredictable character, Michael Patrick. I'm not really sure what he's going to do. I would most likely say that he is going to respond to Josh Cline in some way. He seems to be relishing this warfare with these former aides, and I think that he was hoping for a response to keep this controversy going. He is continuing to suggest that Speaker Cotter's office should have done something. If one of the aides, Josh Cline, went to Speaker Cotter's office, that he's been asking aloud on Twitter, why didn't the Speaker Cotter's office intervene earlier? And I mean, it's kind of an interesting preposition. Why did they not intervene on my affair earlier?
What were they supposed to do? Is like grade school? They put you at a desk in the other corner of the room so you don't pass notes anymore?
Well, the issue here is, and I imagine the Speaker's office would say this, and from a member of the press corps, we couldn't possibly police every affair in town, and there's not really any law against that, having an affair. So when these rumors started first circulating, this infamous encounter or some kind of a scuffle, alleged scuffle at the Radisson Hotel between Representative Courser and Cindy Gamrett's husband, Joe. I didn't look too much into this initially because I don't really care what legislators are doing at night. Where this became a story is there was this email, and then when I got the audio tape confirming that Representative Courser wrote, authored, and plotted the distribution of this fictitious email, essentially this fraud, that's where it became a news story. And so it's the Speaker's office probably had to tread carefully. They were already having problems early in the year with Representative Courser and Representative Gamrett. As you recall, they kicked Representative Gamrett out of the caucus in April for leaking confidential discussions. And Representative Courser has been essentially throwing bombs at the Speaker's office since the day he arrived, between ripping out all the furniture he didn't like in his office, that is standard furniture, like on the first week, to sending out a multi-thousand-word manifesto complaining about the lottery system of being for seating assignments in the House not being he claimed it was fraudulent itself, so and unconstitutional too. So I mean, this has been kind of a circus and at times with these two representatives, and the Speaker's office has been clearly treading carefully.
Who are these people, and how did they get elected in the first place?
Well, Cindy Gamrett is a nurse by training and homeschooled 3 children. She got involved in Tea Party activism in 2009 at the big first Tea Party rallies that were being held that year in response to the election of Barack Obama as president, and to the bailout of Wall Street and the Big Three. Todd Courser essentially has been trying to run for office to get elected to the legislature or other offices since 2008. Ran for the House in 2008. He ran for the Senate in 2010. He ran for the State Board of Education in 2012. He ran for the State Republican Party chairmanship in 2013 and just narrowly lost to incumbent Bobby Shostak. And in that year was when Cindy Gamray actually ran as his co-chair, as a running mate, essentially. So they've had a political alliance since then. And as you know, so they came back in 2014, and they ran for the House in their respective districts, and they won pretty hard-fought primaries. And so this is the system we have, Michael Patrick, where basically we have districts that are not very competitive in general elections. So if you can win 35% in a 4 or 3-person primary in your House district, you too can be a representative in the House of Representatives in Michigan.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, I guess, but wow, it didn't take them long to get here before they turned it into their own personal sandbox. And that statement that he made about "let's get it straight, boys," if this is accurate, we're not here to pass legislation. We're here to what did he say? Engage
maximum media attention.
Yeah, because he wanted to run for the United States Congress, as I understood it. Chad Livengood, right out front of it all, interrupting his vacation and everything to cover the scandalous story